Alrighty, looks like we got
Radio
a
check.
beautiful
Spotter, radio
day
check.
for racing. Yeah. Alright. You're gonna have to do your $5 and name it what you want.
That's a new fastest lap for Dixon, 50.8.
We're gonna have an amazing stream today. Hopefully we can catch some crashes in some of the new replay features that our sophisticated Christopher Tables came up with. But hopefully we got some interesting stuff going on. We'll go ahead and jump with a car real quick. Let's see. We'll jump with the 00 for now and watch him run around the track for a moment, and we'll switch around and see if we can pull in some drivers for some interviews as well. And we might as well, while we're waiting, give a little update about what's going on with Kyle Busch. He just tapped the wall. Tyler Reddick looks like he's going to be in front of the number 45. I believe that's Tyler Gibbs that took the place of Kurt Busch in that black monster car. But looks like they're running pretty well. Stage 1 winner is going to be William Byron, apparently. Good for Byron. He's a damn good racer as well. Got a lot of potential in William Byron. Oh, looks like Chase Elliott tapped that wall as well. Joey Logano had a 3 and 4 issue. They're going over that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and switch from the 00 since he don't seem to be doing a whole lot. We'll go ahead with the number 7. Let's see here. Number 7. Let's see who number 7 is. Results. Number 7 is going to be Mr. Eric White. He's going to be a admin in the league. Really up and coming, trying to do his best to show he's got potential, and he sure does. So we'll see what he's got in this Xfinity race.
New fastest lap for Dixon, 50.7. Fastest lap for White, 50.4.
Looks like we got a couple people blinking out here. Oh, no. Looks like the 41 is blinking out really hard. 41, you're going to want to fix that connection before you jump into the race, buddy. It looks like you're blinking out a little bit. Looks like the 84 and the 22 is going to be jumping together. Yeah, it's blinking pretty bad, buddy. It's all right though. Just fix it before the race. You should be good. We'll go ahead and rock with the number 48 car. Boop.
Okay, Jamie. 10 minutes to go.
A little bit
That's
of
10 minutes
onboard
left.
with him.
That's a new fastest lap for Dixon, 49.0. The leader has just done a 49.0.
Perfect. Look at him holding that line like he's been there forever. So I am ready with my instant replays if we get any kind of crashes or anything. But we're going to go ahead and switch cameras now. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and ride on with the guy behind him. Number 22. It's going to be Klug.
The leader has just done a 48.6. Track temperature is falling. It's now 113 Fahrenheit.
We also should have our co-racer broadcast going on as well. That co-racer broadcast is driven by the number 7 car, Mr. Eric White. It sounds like we're getting a little bit of a late arrival, but Mason Rougeau is going to be joining us today. Sounds like the action's slowing down on the camera we're looking at. We'll go ahead and switch that in a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
New fastest lap for Schultz, 47.6.
Alright, let's go ahead and check somebody else out. We'll go to a different camera angle here. Let's see. We'll go with... Let's go the front chase. Let's see. I think it's this one right here. We'll go ahead and roll around with A. Hammond. A. Hammond's also going to be a newer racer here, the 00, I believe that is for A. Hammond. We're going to be really excited to see what he can do this year. A. Hammond performed really well in the last couple races, but we'll see what's going on. Looks like I just had a blink out for some reason. Don't know what that was, but let's go ahead and ride along with Jessica Childs with the number 28 car. Jessica also new racer here, really great potential. She scored a second place win, a second place podium in the ARCA race yesterday, which fantastic driving by her. She could have definitely had that if she wanted it.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
So really excited to see what she can also do this year. Oh, give you an update on the actual race going on. Looks like the 22 Logano just got spun out in the main stretch. Remind you, this is Las Vegas, so there's going to be a caution on the track at lap 183 on the real race. Looks like these guys are running pretty solid. Super excited to see what they can do. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Up, looks like we got our roller. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can get our instant replay going. All right. They can do. And there we go. So, yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see. Oh, boom. Up, looks like we got our roller. Oh, at lap 183 on the real race. Jessica in their practice. Looks like these guys are running pretty solid. Super excited to see what they can do. Not a problem. So yeah, let's see what's going on. And, see what we can do. About looks like we got our roller. That's gonna be still running around the track out there. So this is going to be the number 84, Austin Dixon. He's doing really well this year as well. A lot of trying to prove himself. You know, simple mistakes will correct during the course of his long season that he has with GEC NASCAR. We look forward to see him as learning experience while he's with us throughout the season. Let's see who's up. We already rolled with the 22. Let's go ahead and roll with the 4 for a little bit. It's gonna be Mr. Barrow. Mr. Barrow and the number 7 car behind him. They're gonna be new teammates that are rolling in the same Omega skin. We're gonna go ahead and somebody's saying their number is incorrect. That is unfortunate. I'm gonna look into this while we're watching these guys go ahead and race. Let's see here. We're gonna go with the gearbox. Let's go with most exciting.
Just 2 minutes left. Mode. 2 minutes to go.
There we go. Got the TV mode. Got the most exciting. And we'll go ahead and leave it with these guys for a moment while I look into what's going on. Oh, it looks like we had a spin out with the 17 back here. Let's go ahead and bring that back and see what actually happened. Oh my.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 105 Fahrenheit.
Looks like he was just playing around on the track. We don't really do a whole lot of that, but you know. Let's go ahead and go back to live feed. We'll switch vehicles. We'll see what these guys are doing for a minute. Let's see what's going on. It looks like they're waiting for a pit party, but I could be wrong. We'll go ahead and follow the M&M car. Here come our leaders. Can we go ahead and stop spinning out on the track, please, from the pit? 17. Can we not donut out of the pits, please? It just looks super unprofessional, buddy. Thank you very much. All right, boys and girls. It looks like the checkered flag is out. We're going to go ahead and get into our qualifying session. All right, guys. Looks like we should be finishing up qualifying here soon. We're gonna have the admins announce a couple things, start your engines and such. With that, we appreciate everybody that is even remotely out there wanting to watch something that we're putting in a lot of hard work for, and we look forward to the future of what this is going to be. Xfinity is one of the top tier NASCAR leagues series that exists, and we look to strive to uphold that. So this is going to be the first race at Daytona for the Xfinity series, and we're going to go ahead and go over the drivers here in a moment. As soon as qualify comes up, we're gonna discuss who's all gonna be in this race, and then from there, we're going to go over a little bit of history with each driver, and maybe pull a couple people in and see how they're excited about this as well. Yeah.
That's a new fastest lap for White, 50.7. New fastest lap for Schultz, 50.7.
All right. As soon as they're done, we're gonna go ahead and get the number 7 in here for an interview. I'm hoping that the sound is gonna go ahead and pick up for that. Let's see here. Alrighty.
It's 100 laps with I think 2 stages, and then obviously the last quarter third of the race is run it out.
All right. So it looks like we actually have Eric here, the driver of the number 7 car. Before they grid up, we're going to go ahead and talk to Eric. Eric, how do you feel for this race?
I am pretty excited. Um, Hoping for a good race today. Yesterday we ran the truck series. It was it was a tough loss. I came in seventh there after being wrecked out after leading the race for quite a while. Um, so hopefully today we can get a turnaround and put some laps down, some good quality laps. I got my teammate in here with me today, Joe Burrows, and I think me and him are gonna finish out in the top 1 and 2 spots. I know it's going to be a dogfight. Michael Schultz is a previous driver. He won, I do believe, the ARCA race the other day on Saturday, the first race of the season. He won that by a decent stretch. So we've got some stiff competition in here. So I'm worried, but I'm hopeful.
All right. Well, we appreciate that, Eric. We look forward to seeing what you can do this season. Um, really pushing hard to show everybody what you can do. Just let's make sure that we're being safe and we can show everybody how fast you can move up. All right. We're looking forward
Yes,
for
sir.
the end of the race, and good luck, Eric.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that was number 7. We're going to go ahead and go over the qualify. The qualify starts with a Michael Schultz in the number 17. He's going to be our pole leader today. We got Eric White leading the second part of the pole, which is going to be the right side. He's going to be in the number 7 car. We got Mr. Klug, which is number 22.
V12.
We have Burrow, which is number 4. We have, looks like Shower. I'm saying that wrong, which is number 55. Mrs. Jessica Childs in the number 28. We have Jay Penland, which is in the 41. Then we have the number 43, which is Setzer. 19, which is going to be Mason Arujo. We have the 84 for Mr. Dixon. And we have, looks like Jay Brown in the 16. Oh, and let's not forget A. Hammond in the 00. Really excited to see what we can do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn these guys down a little bit. All right. And these guys are going to go ahead and go racing. Really excited for this one, guys. Let's see what happens. 17 on the outside with the number 7 on his back. Or the number 22 on his back with the 7 and the 4 teammates on the outside. Surprising they actually got the outside together. That's very lucky for them. They can go ahead and push straight off the line. One of our drivers of the day are going to be the number 19, which is a new up-and-comer as well to iRacing. This is going to be Mason Arujo. Really looking forward to what he can do today. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the... Hopefully the game volume isn't too loud, guys.
Okay, Jamie, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
We're going to hear my spotter talking to us a little bit, but no big deal.
Green. 2 liters remaining.
It gives us a lot of good information anyway. So here we go. We're starting the race. Green. 17 in the 7. Battling it out. We got the outside lane moving a little bit quicker than the inside lane with the 2 teammates pushing each other to the front. Looks like the 54 in the M&M car is going to be hard in tow with that. And we got a race. So we're also going to be race control today, guys. We're going to make sure that we keep everybody in the race safe and a good race going for everybody.
Time to get stuck in.
So you might see us go into a little bit of a reverse or, you know, a playback or whatever. But, you know, we got our replays on, and let's hopefully we don't have a whole lot of them, you know. It looks like the teammates had taken the lead like we talked about. Luckily for them, they were ready to go. Jumped in front with the 54. All 3 from the outside were able to drop in front of the 22. Looks like Mr. Klug is trying to push really hard to get back up there, but unfortunately with those teammates running, it's going to be really hard to measure up. So it looks like the 43 is just rocking around the track, and we got a little bit of distance and a little bit of room between racers here. We're going to go ahead and switch up camera views a little bit, and we're going to go to most exciting.
Just done a 47.6.
Man, those teammates are pushing hard and strong right on that inside down there, boys. We are pushing hard. Wow, that is beautiful. That does remind me we are going to have a stage. Let me bring up my calendar because I'm not sure off the top of my head. Daytona is going to be stage 30. Yes, there will be stages. The stages are 30 and 60.
Fastest lap for Schultz, 47.2.
30 and 60, that is correct. So far, we got a really good race going on. Looks like the 17 dropped on the outside, and he jumped back right back in line. We got a nice little line going, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, looks like the 16 ducked out a little bit and got right back in. You're going to want to keep that speed. There goes the 17 trying to make something happen on the outside. Only if the 28-19 and the guys behind follow him is he going to be able to make that happen. He can have the 41 jump up behind, but unfortunately, it's not really going to work out for him. So that's probably going to mean he's either going to have to drop back in line or he's going to get shuffled to the back. Man, those teammates are pushing hard. I am loving that. The 7, the 4, and the 54 are all just killing it. Looks like the 17 did get a little bit of help on the outside with the number 11. And it looks like, who else is out there on the outside? Number 20 as well, I believe that's number 28. So, these guys are running it pretty decently. Everybody's giving everybody enough room. I am really shocked how well those teammates are running out front. I mean, they're trying to, looks like the 19 almost, 54 almost jumped out of line. They are pushing hard right through. We're going to go ahead and switch to our driver of the day, which is going to be Mr. Araujo. Let's see if we can go ahead and get an onboard camera with Mr. Araujo. I think right there, that should be, oh, no, that's Mr. Dixon. This is going to be our racer of the day. We're going to go ahead and jump into the car with him for a moment. Man, he is running quick. The number 19 just relaxing, running around the track as he should. You know, really long race. No reason to push anybody or stress out. These racers are moving fast, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be going at about 195 to 205 miles an hour in the draft. You got to stay in that draft because you'll get shuffled right out and you'll be dropping back pretty quickly. Oh, looks like he's going to have to maintain it. Nice recovery. Touch that bottom line too hard and you will. Your back tires don't like that too much. But he's still relaxing in the back. Oh, check up. Looks like he had to check up a little bit for the 41 coming out of his line. We're going to go ahead and switch back to TV view. And we're going to move back up to the pack a little bit. Oh, looks like we got a caution going out.
Caution. Watch out.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Let's go ahead and see what actually happened there. Alright. Alright, let's see what actually happened in that crash. Looks like...
Pits are open.
The 17 didn't give him a lot of room. or the 16 didn't give him a whole lot of room in there. So let's try to see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is going to be on the 16 car. He just got way too close to that. We're going to go ahead and switch back up to the leader of the group. All right, guys, so that's going to... All right, guys, so that is going to be on the 16 car. That's going to be your first warning. EOL came down into the number 7, didn't give him enough room. So we're going to go ahead and hit Jay Brown. He's going to go ahead and move to the end of the line. So we are going to be under caution, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and take this time to take a small break. Sorry I didn't get that on a faster replay, but I had to react to make sure that everybody was safe and that the caution actually came out. We'll go ahead and get it again later. Just let us go ahead and know. Mr. Brown, I have about 7 or 8 different angles that I actually watched that video from, and it's on a live stream, so you can go back and watch it later, but you definitely were too close to the number 7 coming around there. You should have been up a little bit higher and gave him enough room to even breathe at all. So, unfortunately, that is going to be your first EOL. You know, there's nothing I can do about it, okay? Have a good race. So sometimes you gotta really, you know, I don't like getting into people, but you know, sometimes you really gotta let these guys know that race control is the ultimate decision when it comes to something like this, and we really want to make sure that you know, whoever's fault it actually is, that they take their penalties. So let's go to a different view. We're going to go ahead and we're going to switch to a blimp view. And we're going to go back to the most exciting. Looks like as they shuffled back out, it's going to be the number 17, Mr. Schultz up front. Number 19 is going to be Mr. Arugio. He's going to be in second place. He'll be on the outside, starting it back up. We have number 84 is going to be in third, which is Austin Dixon. He's going to be behind the leader, number 17. The number 22 is going to be behind the number 19 in the fourth position. Hopefully we get them all shuffled back out and get ready for green here soon. I'm going to use this time to go ahead and take a break. So if you have time to go ahead and please subscribe or like, and we would really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Green flag, we're racing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going back green. Looks like the number 84 got a huge jump out there in front of the 43 and the 19. I don't know how he got way out there, but we're going to see how the pack reacts to having him out front like that. Now, it looks like the 43 and the 7 are going to be working together. 7's teammate has dropped back a little bit. They're going to be probably trying to link back up again. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how this goes. We're going to go ahead and take this time to ride along with Jessica Childs for a moment. Let's make sure and just check something real quick. Alrighty. Let's go back in with the car with number 28, Jessica. She's going to be in the back of the pack right at the moment. They're running pretty hard here. So let's hope they take it easy. But we're gonna go ahead and run with her for a second. Looks like she's doing really well. Like I said, she had a great race in the ARCA series. She came out second at Daytona. Really amazing for her. And looks like there's going to be a lot of checking up on that outside line. We got the racers screaming. Something's going on. Oh, and we got one.
Got a full course caution. Watch out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and check out and see what happened on that one. All right. All right. So let's go back. All right, let's go ahead and check that back out. Hey, did 41? Hey, listen. Did 41 say anything about him being slow going high? Okay. Nope, that's all right. I was just checking. So, ladies and gentlemen, looks like the 19 was not expecting that slow car, which is no big deal. We'll go ahead and get back to the front. So it looks like it's going to be the 19 had tried to get out of the way for the slow car and came down into another car. It's going to be the 19's first EOL. All right. We're in the yellow right now. We're going to be going back to green. The shuffle out. 7 in first, 17's in second, 84 is going to be third, and 4 is going to be fourth. Let's hope we can get a couple green flags going on in here and see if we can get a good race. Let's go back to Chopper. All right. We'll go to the TV view.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
All right. Looks like we're going to be resuming racing at the end of this lap. We're going to take this time to do an interview with the guy that actually caused the crash. In a moment, as soon as I can. Hey, this is Jamie in the booth. Do I got a copy?
Yes, sir. You got a copy.
So we seen that there was a caution on the last one. We just wanted to check in with you, make sure that you're okay, and just see what your feelings were about that one.
You know, a little shaky. It was a little crazy. I was coming up. I was up on the high line. I guess 41 announced that he'd be up high, going slow. I'm not sure why or.
The track temperature's
he'd be
decreasing.
doing that,
It's now 106
I guess I didn't
Fahrenheit.
hear it. And 84
Green
ended
flag.
up moving out of the way, and 41 was just like right in my face, and I flinched, kind of pulled the wheel and caused a crash with everybody.
Well, either way, we're glad you're okay out there. Hope you have a great rest of your race, and we look forward to seeing what you can do this season. I'll get you back down to your team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the number 19. Again, amazing racer. We're looking forward to seeing what he can actually do this year. Looks like we got the number 7 back up in the lead again with the 17 pushing really hard. We got the 84 down low with the 28 pushing behind. Looks like the two teammates are going to be in the same line again with the 22 pushing number 4. Got a couple cars lagging in the back with the M&M and the Bass Pro just lagging back there. Looks like they're going to have to link up because they might have lost that draft in the main pack. Looks like they're pushing hard, but that 43 is going to be out of the draft completely. Could take him a lap down possibly. Looks like we're going to be going green here for a little bit.
Full course caution. P3 has gone off. Full course yellow. Pits are open.
I know what's going on. All right, it looks like it's going to be on the 84, guys. The 84 is going to be hit with the penalty for the EOL. Went up into the 22. I got it. Yeah, I went ahead and fixed it. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go back live again. It's actually not 25, it's 30 and 60. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can watch that replay off of that crash. I don't know if we caught enough of it to be able to do the instant replay, but yeah, we caught a little bit of it. I wish I'd have caught more, but next time we will. We'll catch a little bit more next time.
Full course caution.
Alright, let's go ahead and go back live again. And see who's going to be leading this race. So it looks like we're going to have the number 7 of Eric White up front. It's going to be in number 2. It's going to be M. Schultz, and then number 17. Looks like Eric's got his teammate behind him again. Number 4, Mr. Barrows. Number 54 is going to be coming up behind them on the outside, and that's going to be Mr. Schoner. Then it's going to be Mrs. Childs in the 28. Miss Childs, I'm sorry, I apologize. And then it's going to be the number 41 of Sester. So let's see what we can do in this next portion of this race. We're going to be having a we're going to be having a short caution after this, short run after this, due to the actual stages. The next stage will start
Jamie, get ready.
30
Race will resume at the
and
end
then
of this lap.
60s. So we'll be pitting here soon after this as well. So it looks like they're going to be going back green. Alright, we're going to be going green here in a moment. Let's see if we can keep it straight. We got the 19 leading the back, which is our driver of the day. We're going to go ahead and switch over to him for a moment.
Green, 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 let's go.
And let's go ahead and step foot in his car and see what he's seeing. Now, mind you, this is the driver we just had an interview with, Mr. Arujo Mason. He is, like I said before, one of our up-and-coming drivers that are really showing a lot of potential, just getting into the iRacing scene. got his full rig, everything, triple monitor setup. He's ordering his gloves and his bezel removers, so he's trying to take it as seriously as possible. So I really look forward to seeing what he can do in the future. Well, it looks like he's riding pretty good. He's got the 16 coming up on his right side over there. Oh, looks like the 84 dropped back for some reason. Don't know what's going on. Oh, looks like the 19 is going to be losing that draft. He's going to have to keep up. He's going to have to follow that backside car. Hopefully he can catch that draft and catch back up to the line again. You could go a lap down super easy doing something, losing cars like that. So it looks like he has caught back up to the draft. That is actually going to be Jessica Childs up in front of him. And Schoner. So let's see what they can do about getting back up to that lead pack. We're going to go ahead and go up to the leader and see what's going on in their view. Looks like we got a lot of lead changes going on here, back and forth. We're going to go ahead and go back to our TV view. Coming out of the cars, it looks like we have the 7 up front, still pushing hard with the 17 and the 4 behind him. Mind you, the 7 and the 4 are teammates. They're going to be looking to get back together. They were pushing really hard in the beginning of the race, and we look forward to see what they can do by the end. The 54, he's sort of a straggler. He's sucking back a little bit and making sure that he doesn't get in any more accidents that have already happened. Hopefully these guys get to complete this race without a lot of trouble. Looks like we got one jumping to the outside. Pushing hard, pushing hard. Looks like that outside one's going to be the number 16, jumping out with the M&M, seeing if they could actually get something going on that outside line. But no, the 7, 17, and the 4 shut that down very quickly. They're keeping that moving. Looks like the 19 needs to get back in line with that other car, or else those two are going to lose this draft. They're gonna start falling back further than they want to be. But it looks like they're pushing really hard on that outside line. They're connected together really well. Let's see how they push against the teammates in the number 17 car in the middle. To give us an update on the actual race for the Cup Series, we got number 1, which is Kyle Larson in the lead. William Byron is going to be number 2. He's going to be about 3.17 seconds behind. Denny Hamlin's going to be the number 11 car, and he's actually going to be behind Byron in the 3rd place. 4th is going to be Alex Bowman, and he's going to be actually 6.4 behind our leader, Kyle Larson. So, as we're seeing here in our race, back to GEC NASCAR, the number 7 looks like they're shuffling around a little bit. The 7 still has the number 17 behind him, pushing him. Hopefully the 4 and the 7 are going to be able to hook up, and that's what they're going to be looking to do. 54 coming out hot with the 16. Oh, do they got somebody else to work with them? No, they don't. Like I said, the 19 and the 22 are going to have to link up together to see what they can accomplish. Looks like we're missing the 84 for some reason. Let's go ahead and see if we can find out what happened to the 84. 84 is going to be running around by himself. Not sure what happened there. Maybe we can get an interview with him while he's running alone. I don't want to interrupt him too much while he's actually running his current race. What lap? Alright guys, looks like we're going to be having a stage caution here right as they're going to be coming around the back. And we're going to be calling it here in a moment.
Be careful, we've got a full
and
course
we're
caution.
going to go ahead and throw that caution out. Looks like the number 7, Jay Barrow, is going to take stage number 1. Yeah, I understand. I was in the middle of the broadcast. I can't see the laps like you guys can, so these guys have to tell me what lap it is.
Pits are open.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull up driver number 84, which is gonna be Austin Dixon, just to see what had actually happened back there. All right, Austin, Jamie up in the booth. Do you got a copy? Austin, you got a copy over here in Discord in the booth? Hold on, let's see if we can try to get a hold of the number 84. All right, looks like he's going to be talking to us here in a moment. Dixon, Jamie in the booth, do you got a copy? All right, well, we'll go ahead and move him out, and we'll talk to our race leader. Well, the one that's actually ran the most laps so far. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and pull in our driver of the day. Jamie up in the booth with the number 19, Mason Arujo. We talked to him on his yellow. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that, 19. So, you know, obviously driver of the day, we really wanted to just touch base of how you feel the race is going so far. What led up to the race and your feelings about, you know, before you had actually started compared to we're getting about halfway through now, and we really want to know what your strategy is going to be for the race. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel pretty good. At the beginning, I was feeling a little, you know, a little stressed out just because I haven't had much practice on this track. But I mean, now I'm feeling more confident. I feel like I'm able to keep my car more steady and whatnot. So feeling pretty good.
Well, that's amazing to hear because all the viewers out there, we really want to see what you can do this year for your season. You know, we look forward to amazing broadcasts from you as well as amazing driving. Learning every single day you're on the track is the most important thing that you've been doing, and we really look forward to seeing your progress. Really great races, really great race you had yesterday. Unfortunate that, you know, that crash had happened and had taken you to the back, but you were doing really well in that race. Hopefully you can continue that success in this race, and again, we look forward to seeing what you can do for the rest of the season.
I appreciate it.
All right, so we do have Austin up here, number 84. He's finally ready for his interview. Austin, how do you feel about how this race has been going so far for you? I just wanted to check with the last caution. I seen you got mixed up in, and we're running from the back. So, what's your feelings up with this, until this point?
Well, I'm doing decently, but the car's kind of tight coming out of the turns. That's what caused that caution. But the race is doing very well for everyone else. Everyone has fast cars and doing very well, so I can't be happier than that.
Okay. Well, we see the pack is about to grid back up. Are you back up in the pack, ready to go green?
Yep, I just caught up.
All right, we see you in the back there. We're going to be looking forward to you. We'll forward to talking to you at the end of the race. Hopefully you're the one that we're doing the winning broadcast with. Good luck, and again, we look forward to seeing what you got the rest of this season. Good luck.
Green, 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 let's go.
All right, we're going back green. Looks like the number 19 has taken the inside lane, but the number 7 said no way. He's dropping down in front of him. He's going to have the lead at this time with the 17 and the number 4 on the outside. Those are going to be his go-to people at this time. They were running together the entire race. Really interested to see what is going to happen with those guys by the end of the race. Let's go ahead and go on board with Austin Dixon, the guy we were just having our interview with. Alright, that's going to be one driver off. Alright, we got Mason, and there we go. Mr. Austin Dixon, we're going to go ahead and ride along with him for a moment just to see how he's running his lines. Looks like he's passing everybody pretty good, just relaxing, sitting, keeping a good distance from the number 28. Looks like the Cup Series is under caution at the moment. Not sure what happened there. But let's go ahead and we're going to go back to our top-down view. And let's go, you know what? Let's kick it up a notch and go back to the TV view. Let's see if we can catch something good on that replay. Looking forward to using that. Ooh, they're swerving in and out as they got the 17 on the outside. It looks like they're going to be 3 wide coming into the dogleg. They're pushing hard, The number 17 again on the outside. Looks like he has the M&M car behind him, number 54. Looks like the teammates are going to be side by side, the number 7 and the number 4, with the 19 pushing the number 4 up past the 17 on the inside. The inside lane looks like it's got a lot stronger. That number 4 is really going to have to drop down in if he wants to match up with his teammate. Here they come. Alrighty. Looks like the 4 and the 17 have linked back up down at the bottom side with the 7 on the tail. Eric White borrows in the number 4, and the number 17 is going to be Schultz. Oh, a little bit of contact there. He pushed up and almost tapped the 16. 17 almost hit the 16. They all kept it together. Good work, good work. It looks like we got a little bit of shuffling around going in the back. Looks like that rear car is going to have to catch up if he doesn't want to lose that draft. Who is that? That looks like it's going to be the number 22. He's going to have to drop in. But we still got the 16 pushing with the 54 on the outside against the teammates. 4, 17, and 7. Pushing really hard. And we're going 3 wide. It looks like 17 has dropped out. The two teammates had linked up. 17 is going to have to find a safe way to drop back into the end or outside. Oh, 43 makes a move on the outside of the 7. He just jumped into front of the outside lane. That was a nice move by the 43. That's going to be... Yep, and the teammates are back together. We got the number 19, Mason Arujo, pushing the teammates up through the front lane. These guys are pushing hard. Alrighty, looks like the 43 is shuffled back with the 16 and the 54, pushing him on the outside with the help from the 84, Mr. Austin Dixon. Just had an interview for him. Hopefully he can hold it. Looks like the 19 just cut out a little bit. Went up high. He just dropped back in, lost a little bit of time on that. Looks like that's going to allow that outside line to catch up and push through. Is the 43 going to be able to take it from the number 7? Oh, the number 4 is out front. Sorry. We will see here as we come through. Oh, there we go.
Full course caution, be careful.
Alright, we're going to go back and figure out what happened.
Pits are open.
Alright. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to have to switch camera views for this one. It looks like the 16 had turned into... went low. 16 went low into the 43. So it looks like the 16 went low on the 43 and spun him out. 16 is going to have his second one, which is going to be a drive-through. Pace cars on the backstretch. Check up. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and go back to live again. We're going to switch over to that instant replay here as we come through. What happened in that last one. Oh, there we go.
Full course.
We will see here as we come through. Looks like they were driving a pretty good line. The replay didn't catch all of it. We're going to go ahead and go to our slow replay.
Brown in front is pitting.
Let's see if we can catch a little bit more of
the leader,
that
Schultz,
accident.
is pitting.
We're going to go ahead and see if we can get an interview with the 22 here. See how he's feeling in this race in a moment. Looks like they pushed out hard, and yeah, the 16 had gotten into the... Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go back in that. Yeah, that's tragic. All right, let's go ahead and switch back to the race, and let's go ahead and pull up the 22. For an interview and see how he feels about what just happened. This is Jamie up in the booth, number 22. You got a copy? Number 22, you want to go ahead and unmute. You got a copy? We're going to go ahead and try an interview with you, buddy. All right. Looks like we're not going to be able to get an interview with the number 22. Unfortunate.
Okay,
we'll try
Jamie,
to get
get
with
ready.
him
Race will
later.
resume at the end of this lap.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and try to hear what they're talking about again. If we can, I'd like more people in the Discord channels, the voice channels, so I can pull people up for interviews. We've only been able to do a few of them, but I'd like to interview a few more of you guys if you're able to get in there. All right, guys, looks like we are going to, looks like we're going to be heading back to green, boys and girls. Looks like the two teammates are going to be on the poles 4 and 7. They're probably going to link up. All right, guys, looks like we're going back green again. Like I said, the 4 and the 7 are going to be opposite of each
Green
other,
flag.
and it looks like the 7 is going to be lagging down a little bit. Looks like the 7 is going to be dropping behind the 4. Them teammates are probably going to try to link up again. 4 got a hell of a jump. Barrows up front with a nice lead. We got all the other cars coming up. It looks like we got some of them lagging behind. 43 next to the 22, 28, and the 16 are going to be behind. Looks like the 22 and the 19 are going to be trying to check up, trying to get up front. The drivers are sitting there trying to argue with each other, but looks like they're all rolling pretty good at this point. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull in a couple more for an interview as soon as we get a caution or so. But we'll see what happens here. Looks like the 54 is going to be up towards the wall, dropping back, getting shuffled down. Looks like the 4 and the 7 are still linked together with the 17. The 41, the 43 going up towards the wall with the 22, with the 19 catching up to the 41. Looks like we still got some cars lagging in the back of the pack back here. Looks like we have the 16 and the 28 lagging in the back of the pack. Looks like the 84, unfortunately, is going to be out We're going to go ahead and pull him back up to see what is going on. This is Jamie up in the booth, 84. You got a copy?
Ahead is pitting.
Yep.
84. So what are your thoughts and what's going on?
Oh, that last wreck pretty much caused me the race. But I'm still going to go out there and have some fun
Well,
after I get the optional repairs fixed.
And how much longer are you estimated on repairs at this moment?
2 minutes and a quarter.
2 minutes and a quarter. All right, well, that's not too terribly long. Hopefully you can get back out there and have a little bit of a successful race. Terribly sorry to hear. Couldn't have happened to a better driver. We really appreciate you being out here today, and appreciate your interviews, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in the rest of the race and the rest of the season as well. 84, good luck, sir.
Well, Robin's racing, so I can't be mad.
Absolutely. So it looks like we still have the two teammates on the outside. 17's getting pushed by the 45. He's getting a good push by that 54 car. Sorry, he's going to be pushed out to the lead at this time. But if they don't catch it and drop down while they're coming around that corner, that bottom line does have a quicker line, so they are going to catch back up, and the number 4 is going to take the lead across the finish line again, unless they can push hard. Looks like the 17 and the 4 neck and neck. We got 4 deep right now, 6 deep. Here we go. Here we go. These guys are running tight. Looks like the 17 is still in the lead. Really exciting racing, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break.
Brown ahead is pitting.
Unfortunately, it sounds like racer Jessica Childs is going to be towards the back. Let's go ahead and check on her and make sure she is okay. That's gonna be the 84 back out onto the track. That's good news. We got the 28 right here. Looks like she's gonna be going high for them leaders to be coming around. Hopefully she can attach to the back of the pack and get herself rearranged again. Oh. Oh no. It looks like she's on her own out there. Looks like she didn't take too much damage, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to clip that real quick to see if we can actually check that replay out while we cut to the leader. Alright, looks like the 84 went on the outside. Alright, let's go check out that replay from that last one, guys. Looks like she came down into the grass down there. But unfortunately, we didn't get the whole thing. Looks like she didn't take too much damage, but we're going to go ahead and replay that. We're going to clip that real quick to see if we can... Oh, there we go. Well, yeah, oh no. It looks like she dropped down low. She actually made contact previously in the video, so it looks like she's on her own out there. Raise that timer. Looks like she didn't take too much damage, but we're going to go ahead and catch the other ones. We're going to clip we're going to go ahead and go back live to the race. Looks like the 7 and the 4, like I said, pushing real hard, coming around. We've got the 17 and the 19 lagging behind a little bit. Hopefully they can catch back up and make something happen. Let's go ahead and check on some of the other cars. The 28 is back out on the track, saying she's going to stay low. She apologizes. We got, looks like the 22 lagging behind a little bit. The 84, 41. 54 and 43 all back here as well. So let's hopefully we can get them into a pack and see if see if Jessica can attach to those guys. And we got our leaders about, I don't know, about 5 seconds ahead. 7 and the 4, pushing hard, trying to get the stage win on this one. So far, we have no organized teams yet, but it looks like the 7 and the 4 are going to be sticking together for the rest of the season. 17's pushing hard up against them. 7 just came around and closed the door on the 17 to see if he can cut down that speed a little bit. Looks like the 7's got a little bit of damage on that back end back there. Let's go ahead and see if we can switch up with him and see if we can get a little bit of close-up on that damage he's got going on here. Let's see here. Right there, you can see on that back end, he does have a lot of damage. Let's try to switch to the front of the car in front of him, the nose of him, and then we can go backwards. Yeah, if you see, he's got that right side pretty messed up. Looks like he's going to have to take some repairs. But we'll see what happens at the end of this stage. These guys are getting super close, and this is how they're pushing each other around this track. Extremely fast-paced. All right, so it sounds like we're on 57, 10-4, and we're going to be going ahead and throwing a caution here soon. Just announced 60. We're going to go ahead and switch camera views now. Go ahead and ride along with the number 4, Mr. Barrows, Jay Barrows, number 4. Again, see that damage on that 7 car, but he's still pushing really, really hard. And these guys are really going to enjoy this caution that's going to be coming up, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to take this time to really, like, hopefully stretch their hands out and get ready for this next part. We'll go ahead and get in another interview as well. See if we can talk to one of the drivers. Oh, looks like oh. Oh, we're going 3 wide with the 4 and the 7s and the 17. Looks like the 7's pushing up the middle with the 4. They're pushing pretty hard. Let's see what happens here. Number 4 is pushing in on the outside. Number 7 in the middle with the 17 lagging behind a little bit. Looks like the number 4 is going to be coming around. Oh, and there it is. There it is. All right, so we're going to go back and we are going to see what happened there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to go ahead and throw that caution out now. I heard you.
Full course caution.
All right, guys, so let's see what. All right. Looks like the 7 went up into the 17. So that's going to be his first one. All right, looks like that last accident's going to be on the 7 coming up into the 17, coming around for the final. 7, that's going to be your first deal. Well. Let them know the flag got. I understand the thought behind the caution, but unfortunately there was a wreck between two vehicles coming around the front stretch, so I had to throw the caution when I did. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull up one of our drivers here. And that is going to be, and mind you, Mr. Barrows, congratulations on your Stage 2 victory. Amazing racing with his teammate, the number 7. Unfortunately, the 7 got into that 17 accident, but hopefully they can recover from that. We're going to go ahead and pull up Jessica Childs for an interview. Let's see what she has to say about this so far. This is Jamie up in the booth, number 28, Jessica Childs. You got a copy? If it's telling you to pass, you definitely should be able to. Number 28, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. So obviously we've seen you drop back a little bit, and you sort of tried to go high when the pack was coming through. Just wanted to get your thoughts about what had happened there and what you think your potential is for the rest of the race.
Yeah, I had a little bit of damage. So I went in and didn't get my optional repairs, which I should have. Should have just taken that let down. Then I went back in later. Went high, caused a little problem. So next time I think we'll just keep it low. But just try to stay positive.
Oh, that's an amazing attitude for especially someone that has taken the second place in the ARCA series yesterday. And we would like to get your thoughts and comments on your second place win from yesterday. How did that go, and what are your thoughts on that?
I was super excited about yesterday. Ran a bunch of laps up in P1, and then I pit for fuel too early. But yeah, I was pretty excited yesterday in the ARCA cars. I don't really run them very much. But yeah, it's been a blast out here with the boys.
Well, that's awesome. We really look forward to seeing what you have for the rest of the race, and we really look forward to seeing what you have for the rest of the season. A lot of potential that we can see, and we really appreciate you being out here on the track and racing with all these guys that are super aggressive. You're doing really well. We've already rode with you a few different times, and you're keeping a very good line. And like I said, we look forward to seeing what you can do for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It's fun out here with all the guys, and they're just real supportive and having a blast.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. Well, Jessica, hopefully we'll get another interview at the end of the race when you're a winner.
Thanks. Anytime.
Yes, ma'am. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your race. All right. So that was Jessica Childs, number 28. Unfortunately, was involved into that up high accident. But we'll go ahead and hopefully look forward to her getting pushed up into the front of the pack like she was in the ARCA series by the number 5, which was me. I believe I placed number 4 in that ARCA race yesterday, so that was super exciting for me. But all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go back to green flag. We got the number 17 on the first place spot, and then we got the number 17, which is Schultz, on the outside spot, and we got the stage 2 winner, Jay Barrows, on the inside with the number 4. Got the number 7 behind the leader. Let's see if they can link back up as teammates and get back to green.
Green flag, we're racing.
And green flag, we're back onto green. Let's see what these drivers can do. Somebody we really haven't got to ride with today is going to be the number 43. So let's see if we can go ahead and get an in-car cam with him. That's going to be the number 19. There we go, the number 43. Number 43 is going to be number is Setzer is his name. Oh, looks like they're checking up. Looks like they're checking up. You got problems? The 17. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's see what happened there. We're gonna go ahead and switch up the camera view real quick. Alright, let's see what happened in that last one. Alright, we're going to cut back to live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on. We're still riding with the number 43 car. We're above his wheel this time. See how well he holds that line behind that number 8, that number 19 car. Sadly, it looks like the number 84 is back into the pits. Number 19 looks to have a little bit of damage off his front side right there. So we're going to jump up to the number 4 car real quick. Oh no. What happened back here? Looks like Childs was running fine and then she just went into the pits for some reason. Hopefully we can get a comment on that later. But we're going to go ahead and skip back to the leader here. I wanted to see the damage on the 19 car. So we're going to skip to the 4 car. And we are going to look back to the gearbox. Yeah, it looks like the 19 has a good amount of damage on that front right side up there. His hood's pushed up a little bit as well. Let's go ahead and get an in-car view with him. See if we can get an in-car. There we go. So you can't really see any of that damage from the outside of the vehicle, unfortunately. But these drivers only have so many laps to go. It looks like they're going to be running on 40 laps to go. But we'll go ahead and go back to that that veer off there that we seen a little while ago. We'll check that out. See what happens. We'll go ahead and get the speeded up version of that. It looks like the 17 went down and almost lost control coming off the track. But it looks like he was able to maintain that for a good part. Looks like he was trying to take that lead and push really hard. But okay, guys, let's go ahead and get back to the race again. We're going to be still with the number 19 behind the 4. Looks like the 17 and the 22 outside pushing hard. You got your 2 teammates, the 7 and the 4 up front. Eric White and Barrows. We're going to go ahead and switch to Barrows while he's pushing Mr. White. And that's not Walter White. That is Eric White, our number 7 racer today. Looks like he's going to be going a little bit high. I don't look like he might have been trying to give his teammate that one. But we're going to go ahead and switch back to our television view. We're going to go check on a couple of our other racers. Let's see how Jessica's doing. Looks like Jessica's back, riding back with herself, unfortunately, 4 laps down. Hopefully Jessica can get a couple of those laps back before the end of this race. Looks like the 43 has actually caught back up to the pack, and they're doing pretty well. The 84, unfortunately, is still in the pits from a previous accident. That probably will be his race, unfortunately. We got a couple interviews with him tonight. Really good driver. It's really unfortunate to see. But as Jessica's riding along by herself back here, the pack should be catching up here in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and move back up to the leader and see how this pack is doing. Looks like Mason Arujo is going to be peeking on the outside of the number 4 Barrow. And they're going to be heading in a straight line all the way around that corner. In line, we got the 7, the 4, the 19, 41, 17. Looks like we got a little bit of shuffling around going on back there. Somebody's peeking on around the outside. Maybe we can get that outside to work a little bit. He just swung out in the 17, just swung out on the outside in front of the number 41. Maybe trying to help him or block him. I'm not 100% sure. They're coming around real quick. All right. We are doing extremely well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and we get a little wobbly as the 17 comes around, and the 7 and the 4 actually de-link. 19's going to be up behind the 4, 17's going to be up behind the 7. They're going to be pushing each other hard, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, we got one of them cars back into the wall back there. Looks like the 41 had been into the wall for some reason. We're going to go ahead and go back and take a look at that. Let's see what happened. All right, that 41 in the back on the outside line there. Oh, it looks like he just glided up to that wall and grazed it just a little bit. Let's hope he can keep back up. Looks like he is losing that pack because of that impact, but now we got the 7 and the 4 linked back up together with the 19 pushing on behind. 17 and the 22 are trying to make something happen on the outside. Looks like they're going to be pushing hard. 43 is going to jump outside and go ahead and help them with that outside line. They're going to be trying to push for that lead. Looks like 17's got a little bit of damage on that backside. Doesn't look like it's affecting his speed at all. Oh, looks like the 19's getting a little bit of swerve in there. Yeah, that 17 does have a little bit of damage on the back end, but it looks strictly from pushing. These guys are pushing real hard with the 7 and the 4 teammates going for the front. This is a race, ladies and gentlemen.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 94 Fahrenheit.
They are side by side coming through the turns. 17 and the 22 are going to be pushing each other. That 17 is going to be Schultz, and the 22 is going to be Klug? Yes, Klug. He just dropped off of the 17's backside. They're going to be going 3 wide for some reason. Oh, looks like they're going to be coming into the pits. Let's see how this is going to work out, ladies and gentlemen. We have a green flag pit. Green flag pit. And we're coming back in. We're going to go ahead and go back to that pit stop. I want to see how this goes for these guys. Looks like Arujo's going to be lagging, waiting for the other guys to come out of the pit stall. Oh, looks like they're coming back out now, and they look like they're going to be coming out for a group. Looks like Jessica Childs is coming around the one and two. Hopefully she can get caught back up to the pack. It looks like our leaders now are going to be pitting.
The leader, Schultz,
coming in hot.
is pitting.
All right. I hope they didn't get a speeding for that. And we'll see how these guys will link up. Oh, and it looks like the 17 moved him forward of his pit stall a little bit. That's all right. Looks like he got it back together. Looks like he took left side tires only and some gas, and they're back out onto the track. Let's go ahead and check out our leaders and see what they're doing. Uh-oh. The teammates are back pushing together. Looks like the teammates are going to be rushing for that number 19 car. That number 19 car is probably going to be in the lead at this point. Looks like the 19 is going to be attaching with the 7 and the 4. You better do more than attaching. You better get down there faster than that. You need to catch that draft really, really quickly once they're starting to drive by like that. Or else you're not actually going to be able to catch up at all. I don't know if he was able to catch that draft. Work with that 43, Mason. Work with that 43. All right, we got a Rujo coming up behind that 43. Looks like they're going to hopefully... Yeah, but he's going to be behind a little bit. You're going to be able to catch him. 19's pushing up to the 43. Hopefully he's going to be able to catch that draft so they can push back up to the 7 and the 4. 7 and the 4 looks like they're going to be pushing hard. Even if he doesn't, you guys should still be able to push up towards him if you keep a good line. All right, looks like the 19 is going to be catching up a little bit to that pack. Hopefully they're going to be able to do that. Let's check out the second pack that came out. Looks like the 17 is linked up with the 22 out of the pits. The 28s now of Jessica Childs is now linked up with that pack, and they're going to be pushing through, trying to catch that lead pack. Let's see what they can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while everybody's spaced out, we're going to go ahead and go to the most exciting camera, and we're going to see what happens during this camera. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And yes, it does look like the 19 and the 43 have caught up to the 7 and the 4. Let's see if that team of cars can take them to victory lane. All right, looks like the 43 and the 19 are pushing for a rush. Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and change up the view here. Looks like we got about 16 laps in this exciting race. 7 and the 4 have been pushing each other all race. They are completing the goal of teammates. 19 has definitely been keeping his pace. He's going to be the driver of the day. And with the 43, we're going to go ahead and check on our backpack and see how they're doing. Looks like our backpack number 17, 22, and 28, they're all going to be trying to catch up to that lead pack. They came off of a pit stop a little bit late, but looks like they're making a lot of progress trying to push through the field. We're going to go ahead and we're going to ride along with the number 22 car. Let's see what he's got today. Looks like that 17 does have a little bit of damage still on that backside, but it doesn't seem to be affecting. May have a little damage on the right front as well. Not sure how that's affecting their speed, but it does look like they're starting to come up on a slower vehicle. Not sure what's going on with this vehicle. Looks like... Is there a crash? I'm not sure if there's a crash. Alright, looks like there was no crash. That scared me a little bit. It looks like that backpack's pushing by. 17, 22, and 28 are going to be passing the 41. 41's going to try to jump in that draft as well so they can stay ahead of that lead pack. That lead pack's going to be coming pretty freaking quickly. So we're going to go ahead and go back with the lead pack. Oh, looks like the 4 got... Looks like the 4 got shuffled. Looks like the 4 got shuffled. Oh, it looks like that number 4 car is going to be out of the race with a blown engine with only 14 laps to go. That is devastating to the team of the 7 and the 4. He's going to have a heck of a tow time. He might be able to get back out onto the pack, but we will see. Let's see if we can get him in for an interview. Mr. Burrows, if you could jump into the Discord so I can pull you in for an interview into the race booth, we'd love to talk to you. Looks like they're still running a good race here. It looks like they're going to be catching up to that 41 that missed that actual pack in the back. We're going to go ahead and check up on our leader, which is going to be the 17. I thought the other pack behind them was the lead, but it looks like the 17 and the 22 are going to be in the lead of this race. Hopefully Mr. Burrows has joined the Discord so we can get him in for Klug is the 22. He's actually racing pretty hard. I am not going to bother him. I really wish that Mr. Burrows would jump into the Discord for an interview, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen. Looks like that backpack is going to be trying to... Looks like they're going to be gaining a fourth vehicle in that backpack. Let's see what happens with those guys. 41's catching up, and they got... Looks like they're debating if they have enough speed to even work with it, but let's see if they can keep a straight enough line to catch up to that front pack. With Jessica working with them, I don't know they're going to be able to catch up to that lead pack. Unfortunately, with Mr. Burrows coming out of the race, that is going to be a devastating blow to the team of Eric, number 7 and the number 4. That backpack is going to have to line up a little better than that if they're really going to want to take up to get to them leaders. They are definitely need to link up a little bit closer because that front pack, it looks like, is right in that back stretch. They are catching that pack. So this is really going to be an interesting end of this race, ladies and gentlemen. The 17 and the 22 with the 28, they're doing great, but unfortunately with that 4-car pack coming up really quickly on that backside, they still have enough laps to be able to take this. So we're going to see what happens at the end of this race. This is going to be an exciting one, definitely to the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we have 9 laps left in this race. Let's see what happens with this speed. Nah, you guys definitely still have a chance. You guys definitely still have a chance. You're only about 3 or 4 seconds behind them. They're going into the turn right now. Yep, you guys are going to be able to do this. If you push hard, if you guys push hard, you can catch them. I promise. Just don't fuck each other up. Just line up straight and get in there because those guys up front, they're not lined up as good as you guys can. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. The 17, the 22, and the 28, they're shifting out of the line a little bit. So let's see what happens. It looks like Jessica's going to have to pit. 28's going to be pitting, so that means that other pack is going to be catching the 17 and the 22. Let's see what happens at the end of this race, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a big, big finish. Here we go. Here we go. They're coming around. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and check on this backpack. All right, we're pushing around to the last laps, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. We got the 7, 43, 19, and 41 trying to push up to the front. Let's see what they can pull off. They're working really hard to try to get up to the front of this pack. Let's see what happens. Let's see where our leaders are. Our leaders are right up around the corner. They are pushing each other really hard to try to get this win and stay in front of this other 4-pack. This 4-pack is moving fast, though. They are coming up quick and dropping time. All right, guys, 17 and 22 are still pushing up in the lead. It looks like they're going to be catching up to the 28 car again, and they'll probably wind up linking back up. But it does look like our other pack back here is up, moving hard towards the front. Let's go ahead and switch to a blimp view, see if we can get a better perspective on what actually is, how far away they are. You know what? Let's go chopper. Looks like 17 and 22 are going to link back up with that number 28 car. If that happens, that's bad news for that backpack. Looks like Jessica might drop in with these front leaders. If she does, oh, she's not. She's not dropping in. She is going down to the bottom. She is not going to be pushing those leaders. No, she might be. She might have dropped in to push them leaders. If that does happen, then that 4-pack is really in trouble. They are moving too fast on the outside. Let's go ahead and check and see how far back that backpack is going to be. That backpack is on them. No joke, they are on them. They need to push really, really hard. Looks like that backpack of 4 needs to link up a little bit better than this. They keep moving in and outside of each other, and this is going to be bad news. This is going to be real bad news. They're fighting each other in that backpack. We got the 43 and the 41 linking together with the 7 and the 19 on the outside. It looks like they are not going to be able to accomplish what they were trying to accomplish. They are wasting time. They are not going to be able to catch these leaders if they keep fighting each other. And that is going to be a wreck. Caution. Let's go ahead and reverse that and see what actually happened. So that is going to be straight netcode. Alright, we need to give a black flag clear to Mr. White. Clear penalties.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now
okay,
90
guys,
Fahrenheit.
It looks like that the 41 had netcode, blinked out twice, and miraculously wound up into the 7 car. I don't know. It's on the video, so if you guys want to go back and look at it, but this is a legit caution. I cannot penalize anybody because it does look like it was netcode, unfortunately. No, unfortunately, Race Control did not throw the caution. This was an iRacing caution. We're going to go ahead and have an interview with the number 22 car, A. Kalug. Let's see what's going on and what's on his mind after that most recent caution that just happened. I'm sure he is upset as hard as he was pushing with his partner up front. 22, do you have a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you. What's up?
So we just want to get an idea of where your mind is after that last caution. 2 laps left. I mean, you guys got to be extremely upset that you and your teammate were so much further ahead. That backpack of 4 was catching you guys, but they weren't staying in a great line. Once Jessica linked back up with you guys, it was going to be really hard for that 4-pack to catch back up to you guys. With this caution, it's going to re-rack everything. What are your thoughts?
I'm just hoping that, because I'm going to line up on the outside, I'm really hoping that outside line gives me a good-ass push, and hopefully just get back to the front, be able to clear the 17, because he's probably the fastest car on track.
Okay, that is definitely a good idea because you guys were pushing great together. I look forward to seeing what you guys can do maybe as a team in the future. What are your thoughts on maybe a hard pushed accident for the end. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I think that it's going to get a little crazy right here, and somebody's going to be spun on the last lap.
Well, and again, we all hope that doesn't happen. Obviously, we know the history of Daytona being a 50-50 track. You guys have been pushing really great so far. We've rode with you guys a few times already, seeing what you guys can really ultimately do. Once you guys linked up with Jessica Childs, the number 28, you guys were really pushing hard and staying in a great line. We appreciate the great racing, and we look forward to what you and the 17 can do in the future. Your entire rest of your race and your entire season. We appreciate the interview. Anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, just really thankful that the engine didn't blow, and hope my family's watching, because this is my second ever league race, and put myself in a good spot for this.
Awesome. Well, we're glad we could put you in the spotlight. We appreciate you just going back in and giving us the feedback on how you think it went. We're going to go ahead and put you back down and enjoy the rest of your race.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that was a 22 of A Klug. Pushing with the 17 on that final one. They have got to be upset. Looks like we're going to be going green here in a second. Really craziness going on. But we're going to see what happens in these last two crazy packed racing experience that we've already had. I am super excited to see what's about to happen. I told you it was going to be an exciting finish. I had no idea that caution was actually going to happen, so this mixes it all up. We thought the number 17 to the 22 were going to take it to the end with the help of Jessica Childs, but let's see what happens at the end of this, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over until the fat lady sings. So on the restart, we got the 17 on the inside. We got the 22 on the outside. We got the 19 of Mason Araujo down behind the 17 in the third position. And then we got the 43 on the outside of the 22. The 7 is going to be followed up behind the 19, which they're definitely going to be pushing each other, trying to get to that finish. And Jessica Childs in the back here looking just to get her way to the end of this race. Unfortunately, with the engine blow of his partner earlier, Eric is going to be struggling to get this win, but let's see what happens and how hard he's willing to push to try to win this race. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and there it is. The 17 jumps up front with the 22 going through. The 22 is going to be pushing really hard with the 19 behind him. 19 is going to be looking on the outside. Let's see what happens. 7 and the 43 are going to be side by side. Looks like Jessica is dropped back a little bit. Unfortunately, oh, nope, there she is. She is going to be up behind that 43, pushing real hard. Let's see what she can do to help somebody maybe possibly win this race. Got the 7 pushing behind the 19, looking on the outside. There he goes. He's pushing on the outside. He's not going to have enough power to be able to do it. They're going to be right ahead of him a little bit. 43 is going to be heading on the outside as well. Looks like they're going to be trying to make that line actually work. Let's see what they can do to push up against them leaders, ladies and gentlemen. We got the 17 and the 22. 17 is going to be pushing hard for the lead. 19 down at the bottom. 7 and 43 are going to be at the top. 7's looking down low. He's not clear. Here we go, boys and girls. Let's see what happens. I think this is going to be the final one. They're going to be catching up. 19 is going to be swerving a little bit. He's going to be trying to push himself up past the 7. 7's going to be right on his outside. 43 dropping back a little bit. 19, 7, door to door. 17, 22. 22 comes out on the 17. Let's see. Here we go. 22 takes the lead. 22 takes the lead. 7's up behind him. There it is. There is the finish. That is going to be the finish. The 22 looks like maybe the 7 and the 17 go through it. Let's see that one again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see that one again. All right. I need the leader. I need the leader in the Discord so I can pull you up for an interview, please. We're going to go ahead and watch this one again, ladies and gentlemen, as they're coming across the track. We're going to go ahead and put that in a slow-mo with the 17 and the 7. 7's in the middle. Oh, it looks like it. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the 22, the 7, and then the 17, with the 19 following up with the 43. Good race, good race. All right, let's see if we have our... Did we tell our leader to come into the Discord? Did anybody hear me say that?
Yeah, yep. I don't know if he should be.
He's in the... Who won that? Shoot. The
Schultz,
22.
I believe. Oh, no, what?
I thought it was the 22, right? Yeah, it was the 22.
Was it?
Yeah, definitely the winner was the 22. I'm going to have to get a picture of that. That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it was 22. Want me to
All
join him
right.
up? He's in the Discord.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get ready. He needs to do his burnout and shit. I need a picture of him right now at the finish line.
Yeah, I backed out.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to go ahead and catch the leader's burnout real quick, and we're going to pull him up for an interview. So we got the winner of the Daytona race for the new Xfinity Series, first race of the season. Winner number 22. How do you feel, Mr. Klug?
That was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Amazing finish. I know you guys were a little upset with that passing of the yellow flag, but you guys actually stuck it out, came out with that win. I'm sure your partner feels, a little bit of a way, but honestly, it's racing. You got to get around to take that checkered flag. Wow, an amazing finish, 3 wide. I had to go back and actually look at the finish to make sure that everything, who actually won that race. You guys were so close. The 7 went 3 wide, pushed your partner down low. Great race, 22. What are your feelings about this race and maybe possibly the future of your Xfinity career?
Restrictor plate racing is honestly what I love to do. I mean, as you can tell, I love to push people. It's what I practice with. And the future, I can't tell you. These are a lot of really good drivers in here, and I hope I can keep up with them. And but man, let me tell you, it's awesome to be able to win the first race of the season and the biggest race of the season.
Absolutely. As we know, Daytona, if it's not the 5, even if it's not the 500, it still doesn't matter because they do the Super Bowl right in the beginning, and we know that. You just won the Super Bowl for your series, and I will tell you that was an amazing experience to be able to watch you guys race. Any words, final parting words or anything like that? Anything you want to say before we go ahead and end this broadcast on an amazing note?
So, to be horrible here, my last name is Clue.
Clue, shoot.
Yes, sir.
Clue, I am so sorry. You make sure I will fix that in future broadcasts. So don't mind that when you are watching. But again, amazing job. Really amazing job. We appreciate you showing up, and we look forward to what you can do in the future.
Oh, man, thank you so much, and can't wait for next week. And, hey, I won the first race for my parents that they get to watch, so I'm so proud of that, dude.
All right, man. Well, if we can do anything for you, let us know, and you have a great next race. We'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. All right. We got our admins in here. We're going to go ahead and just have a brief breakdown of the race. 19, what are your thoughts and feelings of the Daytona run that you just had. I know that you in the 7 were running really hard to try to catch up to that lead pack of the 3. Jessica really pushed those guys to the finish. Unfortunately, the number 7 had lost his teammate, the number 4, Barros. By the time the race had ended, he had blown his engine. They were running so good together the entire race. We all assumed that they were going to actually take the checkered flag like the 17 and the 22. But what are your feelings on this race and how your race ended?
Yeah, I mean, I think it finished great. Like you were saying, I was basically behind 4 and 7 almost the entire half of the second half of the race, and I mean they were racing great. Um, Also, just congrats to the number 22 car as well. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it turned out pretty well.
Awesome. All right, and to our second place is going to be the number 7, Eric White. He's going to be another admin with us, and beautiful push at the end, man. Pushing that 3 wide like that. I thought the 22
Uh,
didn't have no competition coming into it, but you really made sure that he had to work for his money. So, what are your thoughts and feelings about that end right there?
um, yeah, just to be able to get that late caution to make it a competition run right there at the end. I mean, I was glad the damage on my car was very minimal. It helped with the very short and quick pit stop that I had to make. I got a little extra fuel. I didn't want to overdo the fuel because we had 3 laps left, so I wanted to make sure I had just enough to get across the finish line. I wanted to be light and fast. I did get a set of tires while I was in there, so I had some fresh grip. Coming through that turn, the 19 car, Aruju, he was really trying to block me out from being able to shoot up to the front. And coming into the turn 3 and 4, I just got on his door, just got to the outside, got on his door, and I thought I had a better run at the first and second position than I did. And then Clue started to come up in front of me, and that's what gave me the chance to draft up to him. I thought for sure if I pushed it 3 wide and dropped down right in between them, I'd have draft on both sides of the car and I'd get that checkered finish. But came up just a little bit short, and I'm sure the video replays and the picture finish will probably show that I came up maybe a bumper away from taking first. I mean, I am excited. I'm shaking a little bit. I was worried.
Well, that was an amazing second place finish, and we look forward to seeing what you can do for your future. What are your thoughts on the rest of your Xfinity career, and what do you think you're going to be able to do for this sport?
Well, like you said, me and my teammate Joe Barros there. I mean, he blew his motor, but I don't see that happening in the next race. We're gonna get together. I'm gonna have him run some laps in front of me, and we'll get some practice in together so we get better at drafting, um, better at switching position. I didn't know his car was overheating the way it did, but we'll get some off and on time so that he can get out in front, get his nose out, get clean air, so that don't happen in the future. But I see me and him being able to be in the playoff run at the end of the year. I think it's going to be me and him in the number 1 and 2 spot for sure.
That's amazing to hear, and we look forward to any kind of teams that actually form that can do really well with each other. Any kind of benefit that Barrows had given you before he had unfortunately had to drop out of the race due to a blown engine, contributing to your second place finish?
The guy is an animal when it comes to pushing. Like I I've been running races for a little over a month now in the iRacing series here, and you know to find somebody that hits you when you need it without having to ask for it. He knows exactly when to give the push and when to back off. I don't have to tell him. I don't have to be on him. He knows that, if he hits me right before the corner, it's a slight throttle out and straight back into it. And I mean, we shut the door on so many people coming through those early laps. I mean, we led the laps. I don't even stage 1 and stage 2. We were up in the lead for 90% of the race, and to get cut off like that at the end, it was devastating to lose him. He's a good driver, man, and he shut the door on me before and beat me out. So
Well, we
I'm
look
looking forward
forward
to running with him.
absolutely, and we look forward to seeing your guys' finishes from here on out. We appreciate all you guys coming out today. Austin, I know you had lost your engine or lost your vehicle earlier on in the race, but you were doing really well up until that point. Only one incident on your side. You only got one EOL, which I know contributed to being in the back of the pack and sort of contributed to the end of the race. Hopefully we can see a better future for you, and we look forward to seeing what you guys can do in the future. We're going to go ahead and end it here, guys. That was a great race at Daytona, Xfinity. We're going to have our next race for Xfinity later, actually next weekend, next Saturday or Sunday. We're looking forward to doing, we got another race in an hour. So, all right, guys, we're going to go do the Daytona 500 in the Cups. See you then.